to my very first YouTube live on mastering the art of active. I'm going to include actually a link in the chat where I want you, when you have time, whether now or after this stream, to download a guide that it's called the Complete Guide to Effective Communication. And okay, so the main reason I'm hosting this is so that I can teach you over a course of 10 YouTube live videos the key skills that are necessary to improve your communication. The first one we're going to discuss today is mastering the art of active listening. So the first thing I want to talk about in light of this is understanding what active listening actually is. This is when you give your full attention to someone who is speaking to you in order to fully understand and remember what they have said, and to enable you to respond appropriately. Because if you've paid attention to what someone is saying and you're listening not to respond but to really hear them out, then you will remember what you can also then make sure that your response is appropriate to what they've said. This can also help you if you're in the workplace, because if you listen to what people say and give your full attention to what people say, it can actually enhance your teamwork as well as your collaboration with others. This builds trust and rapport and enables people to know that when they speak to you, you will give them your full attention. And it also, on your end, ensures that there is no misunderstanding, and it also reduces the risk of there being conflict. Secondly, I want to talk about the techniques of active listening. The first one is to maintain eye contact. This shows that you are attentive and respectful of this person who is speaking to you. However, I want to put a disclaimer here, because in some cultures, we do live in a country where there's people from various cultures, and now we're even in the global world, in the global village, so to speak, because the whole world is interconnected. It's important to check cultural nuances, because I know that in some cultures, direct eye contact can be seen as confrontational and rude, but in the Western world, generally, it's acceptable to see it as being attentive. So make sure that you check that out before you're looking someone directly in the eye and they think you're being rude. And also, when you're listening to someone, avoid any interruptions. If possible, put away your phone, put away anything that can distract you, and really pay attention to what the person is saying, and allow them to finish what they're saying and to give their views and their thoughts. Thirdly, it's important that you reflect and paraphrase what the person has said, and periodically summarize what you've heard them say. This will ensure that you understand correctly what they've said. So, for example, you could say something like, "So, Linda, what you're saying is, when I give someone my full attention, they will be aware that I'm actively listening to them." That is an example of paraphrasing. This reflecting back of what the person has says shows them that you've actually listened to what they're saying. So basically, in a nutshell, active listening, as I've said, is about fully concentrating and understanding what the person has said so that you can respond to them appropriately because you remember what they've said. It's about maintaining eye contact, but as I said, check the cultural nuances of that, and maintaining, because when you maintain eye contact with someone, it's a visual clue for them that you are attentive to what they're saying. And it's also important to reflect back to the person what they've said by summarizing what they've said in a short and brief way, so that you ensure that you've understood what they've said. So thank you for joining me for this live, and I look forward to you joining me tomorrow. We will be talking about how to deal with conflict and resolve conflict with confidence, because I know that this is something that a lot of people probably struggle with. And do remember to get the guide that I've created. I'm going to drop a link in the chat with the link. You can use that link to download the guide, And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And if you do have any other questions, please do send them to me, or join me tomorrow and we will address them then.